Monkey Basement Productions.
Monkey baby.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Just Give Me a Few Minutes. I'm Mike Mann.
Damon Serba.
He's been here before.
Oh, yeah.
And this is new. What you guys don't see is green. What we see is green. And it'll be replaced. But this is something new I'm trying out, seeing how it works out. He came over to get some stuff off his chest.
Talk shit about my boss.
Talk shit about his boss. So let's hear about your boss.
He's an asshole.
All right, well, next subject. No, go ahead.
So on Friday, he's like,
Now, you don't want to tell anybody where you work. If you
No,
don't.
yeah.
I don't think it's a big company that's all over the place.
It's 2 employees.
We'll just say it's a local pizza shop here.
Oh, this is my other job.
Oh, your other
Yeah.
job. Scratch the pizza shop. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just
First, tell them what you do.
install
So they
home
have-
theaters, all home automation. I basically take a house and turn it into a smart house, and it sucks. But my boss is an ass. On Friday, he's like, you guys want to work on Monday? on Monday for Martin Luther King Day? I'm like,
that's right, because it is a holiday.
Yeah,
My wife was just asking me about that.
yeah, I was like, not really. I work, 80 hours a week max. I would usually work
Now-
70.
Do you work that much there?
No, I do about maybe 50 there on
50?
average, and then I'll do about 28 or 30 at the pizza place.
So what was that, 50?
Yeah, about 50.
Okay.
It's anywhere from 46 to 50. It all depends, but
Hey, man, it looks good.
yeah, it looks good, but it sucks.
Looks good on the paycheck later.
Yeah, but it's like
But if he wants you to work MLK Day,
Mhm.
is that extra pay?
Nope,
It's not
not extra pay.
time and a half? It's not
Nope.
holiday pay?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah, he doesn't pay overtime,
nope.
and he doesn't do holiday pay.
He doesn't pay overtime?
No. He'll pay us our standard hourly rate for if we work over hours, but he won't pay us more for overtime.
So if you work 46 hours, you get paid 46 hours straight.
Yes.
So let's say, I don't know how much you make. Let's say you make $10 an hour.
Mhm.
So for those extra 6 hours, you still make $10
Yes.
an hour? Oh, that's
Yeah.
bullshit. Is this a company that's a wide known big company?
No. It's him and 2 employees. Me and my
See,
friend.
I think that's illegal.
Yeah, but he always says, well, my wife's a lawyer and she can do this. Like, his wife's a workers' comp lawyer. Yeah. She's not...
If you get hurt,
Yeah.
she's perfect.
Oh, yeah. I've been electrocuted before, and yeah, it sucked.
Now, buy a house?
By, like, an outlet. Like, it's 120 volts, which wasn't a lot, but...
It tingles, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I have a heart condition or not. I could have died.
You
I was
might
up on
now.
I was up on a ladder, like, 15 feet in the air and touched an outlet and
No,
scared the hell out of me.
I've been zapped by a car battery.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a short wrench and I was tightening the battery or loosening it, one of the two. And when the wrench came down, it hit the other. I think it was on
terminal?
the positive. It hit the negative.
yeah.
Whoo! It tingled. And it left
Yeah.
a nice little mark in the wrench.
Yeah.
Ooh, my hand was tingling for a couple
that's
hours
probably
after
more
that.
than an outlet. An outlet's, yeah,
No, I mean it's 12 volts.
12 volts.
Cars are 12 volts. Like, I'm gonna sound stupid if I'm wrong. I think it's like 6 amps, if that.
Yeah, the amps is what you got to worry about. That's what kills you.
Okay, well maybe the amps is a little higher,
Mm-hmm.
but I know it's 12 volts.
Yeah.
I can't remember the amps. No, you know what? Now that I think about it, like car batteries have cold cranking amps,
Yeah.
and I think a high one is like 600 cold cranking amps, and that's for when it's cold outside. It gets it started,
Yeah.
and that's a lot of amps, right?
I-
600.
Yeah.
What's in a house?
I failed that part of school. We learned
So
about
did
it. I failed it.
I've never been good. I'm handy. I can build stuff
Mm-hmm.
with directions,
Oh, yeah.
but when it comes to electrical,
Yeah.
knowing what's positive and what's negative, when it comes to any ohms and shit,
I don't know ohms at all.
No idea,
I don't know.
and I can't read a tape measure very well.
See, my friend that I work with, he's the best at reading a tape measure. I can do inches, half inches, and quarters, but he can do eighths, sixteenths, like just
30 seconds.
real quick.
Yeah.
It's like what? I have to like count each individual line, And it's just horrible.
Well, what I learned is like, say this is an inch,
Mhm.
and then half is in the middle.
Yeah.
It's a longer line. Quarters are slightly shorter.
Yeah.
And they're all placed
Evenly.
in certain spots.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can probably read down to eighths,
Mm-hmm.
but after that, I don't know.
Yeah, I can do eighths if I.
But I
take
can't
my
do it
time.
quick.
No, I have to sit there and stare.
Give
at
me
it for a minute.
make sure I have a really sharp pencil so I can be like, 1, 2.
Yeah, it's bad.
But anyway, your boss. So I'm
Just an
sorry. Go
ass.
ahead.
He's like, you want to work Monday? I mean, you can or you don't. I know how you like your holidays off. I was like, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have anything planned. So I texted him today when I got off work, and I was like,
But before you came here?
yeah.
Okay.
I stopped at my mom's house to pick up my brother, and I was like, hey, are we working tomorrow? Are we not working tomorrow? And all his text back was, you're funny. And I was like, you gave me the option on Friday. He's like, no. I was like, all right. So
you're not working?
no, I'm working. Yeah, he's the least specific guy you can possibly imagine.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I was confused too. But then I was like, all right, well, where are we at tomorrow? Because he doesn't give us a schedule of where we go. He tells
Yeah.
us, he tells my friend the night before, never tells me. So I'm like, I don't care. I'll sleep in.
Yeah.
And
I'll wait for somebody to wake me up.
oh yeah, that's usually what I do. And then he texts me back like an hour later after he was responding just fine, like within 5 minutes, and he just says Westerville. Like
That narrows it down.
that narrows it down a lot.
Westerville's a pretty big area.
Oh, it's yeah. But he's like, well, you're gonna help me with the electric tomorrow. I was like, we're a low voltage company. We don't do high voltage things, but now I guess I'm doing that tomorrow.
Wear your big giant leather gloves.
Yeah.
So is that why he's an ass?
He's just an ass. Like
I hate people when you text them and they're like, you want to know an answer as soon as possible,
Yeah.
and they get back to you as long away as
Oh,
time
yeah.
as possible has
happens
gone
all
by.
the time.
Like you said, an hour.
Yeah.
My wife's friend, her friend will text her and she goes, "What are you doing?" "Oh, nothing. I'm doing this." And like 2 hours later, she'll text her
Yeah.
back.
I can't
"Oh,
do it.
I'm just doing this," and like continue the conversation like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a 2 hour, gap in between.
Oh yeah. It's like, what was it? I'll text him, say 4:00 in the afternoon, and he won't respond until 9:00 that night. Or sometimes he won't even respond until 7 in the morning.
Can't stand that, man.
Yeah, it kills me. And then about a week ago, I think it was, I texted him. I was like, hey, it was the night of the Ohio State game, the championship.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, where are we at tomorrow? And he texts back, ask Sean. I'm like, okay, you could have told me instead of texting me saying, ask Sean where we're going to be. So I called my friend Sean. I was like, hey, where are we at? He's like, I have no idea. Scott hasn't told me yet. I was like, are you serious?
You say, "Ask Scott."
Yeah. With the amount of time he said, text Sean, he could have said, this house, this time. It's...
I mean, other than your boss being a jerk,
Mhm.
how is the job? Do you enjoy
I
it?
hate it so much. I have no interest in it. I'm doing it for the money. We work for a lot of rich people who, we'll do an average theater installation would be anywhere from $5 to however expensive you want to make it. We did
$5,000?
Yeah. For some of the screens, we just put a screen in that was just the screen alone was $4,000.
What do you mean a screen? Like
Like
a
a
drop
projector
down?
screen, yeah. But this one wasn't a drop down; it was just stationary. So you just hang it on the wall.
Mounts to the wall.
Yeah, and
So
then
you charge them $5,000 to hang it?
no, we for the entire installation of every piece of equipment that they
Oh.
use. So like if they have a receiver, an Xbox, a DVD player,
Yeah.
like we sell these big racks that are like that tall. They're about anywhere from $500 to $800.
Is
Yeah.
it like a stereo rack that you put
In a
the
way.
components in?
Yeah, it's like it's all metal and it has a glass door, and you put your receiver, Blu-ray player, everything in it. It looks
Right.
really nice. It looks awesome.
Does
but
it mount into the wall, or is
we've
it
been mounting them into the wall lately.
Oh, okay.
We'll cut a huge hole out of the wall, put it in, like
And
have
you'll
it
be
sitting
in
on
the
a
back
stand.
room wiring it up?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's kind of cool.
And then we have to build a stand for it, but it's...
If that doesn't interest you, what do you want to do?
I want to wear a suit every day. That's what I want to do. I would love to have a job where I can wear a suit every day.
I like to have a job where I can wear shit like this every day.
See, that's
Pink
what I
Floyd.
do when I deliver.
Not a fan.
I've listened to 3 songs of Pink Floyd.
I know like a couple that played on the radio. My wife got this for me for Christmas. And I lifted it up. I was like, Pink Floyd? Have I ever mentioned I liked Pink Floyd? I mean, I like a couple of their songs, but you know what? It's a nice, comfy shirt.
Oh,
so.
yeah. I know.
And it's black, my favorite color.
Yeah. They're like old, and they just had another album come out.
Oh yeah, they're ancient.
Oh yeah.
It may not even be all the original members. I don't know.
No, probably not.
And they got a couple cool songs. You know what I was meant to tell you? Don't wear anything green.
Oh yeah. Oh, slightly green.
I don't know if it'll show up or not. It probably won't.
No.
You might have a little image there.
Yeah, where the nip is.
Oh, so that's the name of the company.
Yeah. I don't think they can see it.
Oh, good. I don't think they can read it either.
Yeah.
Maybe they hook it up and put it on a big television.
Yeah.
That you installed for them.
Yeah, yeah. They'll recognize me, but I mean, we just do work for. We do outrageous things like.
I mean, Westerville's got some big ass homes.
No, we're doing a $2 million home right now.
In Westerville.
Yeah, and I mean, he's paying us a lot of money to do it, and he wants every blind in his house to be able to. He wants to control it from his iPhone.
Oh.
A blind, like you can't get up and.
So is there an app for that?
We don't have the look. What I'm trying to say, we didn't design the app, but they have apps for because it's on a motorized like track.
Right.
And
you have to make sure you have the right app.
The right app.
And the right equipment.
Yep.
For that app to control.
Yeah.
Oh.
But my boss has, I think he has some type of software where you can consolidate apps into one app. In a way.
Yeah.
I don't know 100%. He's programs a lot of stuff, but
I always wanted a house alarm with like this on it, with like a key fob.
Yeah.
So, and have it all hooked to my lights like a car.
Yeah.
So when you hit your car button, your lights flicker.
Yeah.
Beep beep. I wanted that for my house.
We have them for your iPhone.
Hit arm and disarm.
Yeah.
And my house lights and shit blink from outside. That'd be awesome.
I mean, I have probably like $1,000 worth of security systems in my car right now. That I always ask them, what do you
and
want
yet
me to
you
do?
have no CD player in your dashboard.
2013 car, no CD player.
Yeah, that's the strangest thing ever. He got a 2013, and it doesn't have a CD player.
Nothing.
But it has an auxiliary jack and USB, right?
No USB.
No USB?
No USB. I have Bluetooth, but I can't play music through Bluetooth, only make calls through Bluetooth, but I have to pay per call.
But, what do you mean?
It goes through OnStar.
Oh.
So you basically have to pay for minutes.
Take your phone, plug it into the auxiliary jack.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And you can talk on the phone that way.
I think I can. I've never really tried. I
can do it in my Freightliner truck.
Oh,
I'm sure you
probably
can
has
do it
more
in your,
technology than
You know
my
what?
car
I think
does.
my truck is a 2014.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? It's got a CD player.
I need to get a new car. I'm thinking about getting a new car. I can't stand my car.
Anything in mind?
I want a GTI. Volkswagen GTI.
Oh. Kind of like your girlfriend?
Hers is a Passat. Mine will be faster.
Oh, well, of course.
And it would be
it's
a manual.
Be faster.
Yeah.
I want to get rid of what I have, or I can keep it. I don't give a shit. But I want a Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah, those are nice.
I've had ask Emma.
Mm-hmm.
I've had two of them. One of them, I didn't know her when I got it. When I had it, it was a red '95.
Mm-hmm.
Some lady pulled out in front of me. It's her fault. I was doing like 45 miles an hour. And I was holding the steering wheel. And the curvature of the top of the wheel bent.
Jeez. The airbag deploy?
It didn't have an airbag.
Oh, really?
It had, it was a 95.
Mm-hmm.
But it had a removable steering wheel.
Okay.
It was a GT wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And when I hit, that curve at the top bent. And I was... Once I stopped and realized I grabbed the top of it and just pulled it back up. And it sucked because, I was able to drive it off the road. Mm-hmm. But when I moved it, I noticed it was leaking oil.
Yeah.
Come to find out, the motor shifted so violently, it punctured a hole in the oil filter.
Damn. And those things aren't, they're not light, those engines.
No.
So for that thing to move.
It shook. I mean, that lady pulled out in front of me. I was doing almost 50.
Oh,
it was a 45 mile an hour zone, and I T-boned her.
Was she okay?
She was fine.
Okay.
It was her fault, thank God. It wasn't my fault. But when they lifted her car up to get it off the road, because the front wheel was bent in, when they lifted it, the front wheel fell off. Oh. I was like, yes! Thank you!
As long as she's okay.
Yeah, she was fine.
It's good to hope for things.
I was pissed. She fucked... let's see, it was like... I think it was... I don't know, February or March, and it was going to be paid off in August.
So Did you have gap insurance?
8 months or something. I only had I don't know what that is.
It's
the
like
gap insurance doesn't work when you're 6 months from paying it off.
I think mine's for the entire duration of my
Oh shit!
my loan.
I have no idea,
Yeah.
dude. I bought it back in, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago. I don't have it anymore. I
Yeah.
wish I did. Then I had another one. I had a black. I think it was a 2001. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was a 2000 or 2005. I don't remember. But I was just driving along the road one day and I heard this big boom. Motor shut off.
Oh god.
Piston came through the block, about the size of a coffee mug.
Yeah.
Put a hole in the block.
Jeez.
That was all she wrote on that one.
Yeah, that's how it was with my Explorer. I don't know what the hell happened to it.
Oh, I know what happened.
What?
Ford.
Ford. Aren't you driving a Ford out there?
Unfortunately, yes.
Hey, they've stepped their
not
game
by
up.
choice.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's not a bad car.
No, nowadays they make great cars now.
Yeah.
They've stepped their game up. I had a 2002 Ford Explorer 2-door Sport.
Yeah.
Loved it. My first car, and I was at my friend's house one night. Woke up the next morning, went to start it because I was going snowboarding.
A Sport, so it was a 2-door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had an awesome
Did you
sound
say that?
system. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I went to start it. It
Had
took
a
like
CD player.
it had a CD player. It had an awesome CD player, and it had an auxiliary port because it had an aftermarket thing that the lady gave to me. So I go to start it. It starts up. I drive. I don't know. I'm going through his neighborhood. Get on 204 right up here, and I can't go over 17 miles an hour. So I'm just driving home real slow, and I get on the Refugee, and I pull out going 17 miles an hour. There's a big semi right behind me. So I'm freaking out. He's honking his horn. So I pull into my neighborhood real slow, and that's the last time it ever started.
Huh.
I don't know what.
It was just, it was fine, then all of a sudden it started.
Yeah,
driving.
the guy, or one of my mom's friends
What
is a
year was
mechanic. 2002. But he's like, I guess I jumped time on it, so I rode it too hard because it used to be like babied when the lady
so
had it.
so the chain jumped.
Something happened. But,
Yeah, but see, the chain can be replaced.
Yeah, well, something else with like the way the oil would feed into the engine was messed up. It was. A lot
Well,
of
I
shit
think the
messed up.
timing chain helps control some of that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I think we're gonna go. It's been 17 minutes already.
Yeah.
That went quick.
I did.
Did you have fun?
I did. I liked
You
it.
talked more this time.
I did.
Last time he was like, Damon, Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
So we'll try to do this again, and hopefully when I get it put up, you'll see stuff back there. Maybe a 2002 Ford Sport Explorer.
Oh yeah. She was.
Put one back there.
Beautiful
so
car.
you can see what it looks like. So all right, well with I'm using my old sign off. well, I'm Mike Mann.
Damon Serba.
Thank you for just giving me a few minutes.
Monkey Basement Productions.
Monkey baby.